Hi everyone and welcome back to Chess for Charity. In this video, we're going to talk about a cool chess logic puzzle. The goal is to place 2 white rooks, 1 white king, and 1 black king so that you can give checkmate in 4 different ways to black. So for example, if I were to put the pieces on the board like this, I have 2 possible checkmates, rook h3 or rook h2. We need to make a position where there are 4 possible checkmate in ones. You can put the pieces anywhere you want, so feel free to try. Give it a second, see if you can find the idea, and yeah, give it a shot. While you're thinking about that, let me quickly encourage you to subscribe if you have not yet already. Half of the income I earn in this channel goes directly to charity, so every like, every subscriber helps us out so much, and it also helps out charity. Okay, let's think about this. So I just gave this simple example here of this. And this is a good start, right? 2 different checkmates, but we're not using the king at all. So we got up to 2. Let's think about what else we can do. So how can we use this king? Well, you could always put the king close, and that's not going to change anything. So maybe we can find a different place to put the rooks. So I can't already have them in check. So I'm trying to figure out a way to think about creating a checkmate with 3 different options. So I'm thinking something like where the king is moving. Maybe we do something like this. How about this? Let's move the king back here. Okay, I'm getting somewhere. It's still 2 though. So king moves here and king moves here are my thoughts. So if only there was a way I can get it to where it's going to give check with a move. So you see what I'm doing here? This is how I'm thinking about it. So finding a way to move. Okay, what if I... Okay, hold on. What if I do this? Now that I'm thinking about this. Like this. Just separate the rooks a bit more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, right? So if I move here... Oops, not there. If I move to g4, that's checkmate. If I move to g3, that's checkmate. And if I move to g2, that's checkmate. Okay, great. So we got 3. So we had the example at 2, which I just can show again really fast. 1, 2. And then I just gave the example with 3, where I gave this king 3 places to move. That makes sense, because I had them a little too close. That's what was preventing it. I think I had it this way. Okay. So now how do I get to 4? I need to create an opportunity for 4 checkmates in 1. So I like this idea. I feel like this is the right idea. But I'm not really utilizing any rook moves. I'm only doing king moves. Is there a way to get 3 king moves and a rook move? I don't know if that's possible. Is there a way to put... Let me think about the king in the corner. That seems like the most restrictive place. Right? There's not a way to... No, I'm thinking like king here. Oops. Let me just put that king back on the board. Like... That's 1. That's 2. And if I ever move this out, then this isn't going to be 1 anymore. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not so sure I see how to do it with the king in a corner like that. What if I put my king somewhere else, like here? No. Right, the idea is I'm trying to box the king in, and I can't get the king any closer. And I can't hold all of these squares with just 1 rook, right? So like this, well, this one's not bad. Same idea though, it's still 2. 1 and 2. If only there's a way I can like do 3, 4 and have it supported, but of course it's not supported. This is not even checkmate, and that square is not even supported. So this is something. We're getting somewhere. I feel like the king in the corner has to make sense. Like, okay, I'm looking at the top of the board. It doesn't matter, right? The symmetry is the same. So, oops. So how do we think about this? If you have any ideas, feel free to share in the comments whether you figured it out fast or slow or how you thought about it. I love hearing how people think. It really is interesting. So, I like this idea, but I'm not so sure how to execute it. I like the king moves, right, where the rook is like behind everybody. Right, is there a way I can recreate that? I already did it this way. I think it's the same thing I did before. Now it's just on the top of the board. Right, this is be check, check, check. Okay. I do have an idea, though, because, as you know, chess has some special moves. Those moves are castling, and those moves are en passant. Let's think about castling. Okay, I'm on the wrong side of the board. Let's put my king on his home square. Let's put my pieces on their home squares. Is there a way I could castle into checkmate? So, like, for example, like if I had, I don't know, like the king here. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Like if I had the king like this, right? Now, this is a position board. I'm just setting it up. So castling is like slow. That's one move, but that's checkmate. Okay. So what, okay. So what if I did this? This would be one move. That's one checkmate. This is two checkmate. Okay. I'm getting, okay, I got it. So the king has to be farther. So let's put the king in the corner. So I can't, what if I do here? Yep, that's it. Okay, so if I put the rook here, I have 1, 2, 3. But I need to completely allow my king to move everywhere they can possibly move. So the rook has to be as far away as possible. And it can't be here because the king will be able to take it. So C2 is the perfect place. This is the answer. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, castling. And is there any other way to do that? This is king side. Can queen side work? Let me think about that really fast. So same idea. King in the corner. No, it doesn't work then, right? So the solution is unique. That's cool. So it can't be queen side because the king can't move to 3 places, right? This is already under attack. So this would be how it worked for queen side. This doesn't even work because I'd have to do this. And then you could just take that rook. That is cool. Let me put this rook back on the board. Okay, so it can't be queen side. It has to be king side. So that's the way that it works. So put this rook back. This goes in the corner. It can't go anywhere else because the rook would be hanging. It can't be here. The rook would be hanging. So the king has to be in the corner, which makes sense because that's the most vulnerable position. Okay. It makes sense intuitively. It also makes sense in the logic sense of the puzzle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. And that's the only way to do it, I think. If there are other ways, tell me in the comments. I feel like I kind of thought through this. But it seems like utilizing that special move of castling helps me out. It's almost like those en passant puzzles where there's only one way to do it and it's en passant. I think that's the only way to think about it. I'm thinking if there are any other possibilities that I might be missing. I feel like that has to be it. Cool. So that's the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4 with castling. Super awesome. Okay. Well, if you enjoyed this, let me know. If you were able to figure it out, let me know. 4 moves, 2 rooks, 1 king, and 1 other king. And it's mate in 4 different ways. Super cool puzzle. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. That's my smiley face. And until next time, bye.